Hollywood might be all about movie magic, but sometimes that magic comes with blood, bruises, and broken bones. From sword-wielding heroes to undercover superheroes, many of your favorite stars have endured real-life pain while pretending to dish it out on screen. Whether it's getting bit by a snake, walking face-first into plywood, or finishing a scene with a literal broken hand, these actors took the phrase "suffering for your art" to a whole new level. Some powered through with stitches and superglue, while others quietly hid their injuries to avoid shutting down production. Either way, you won't look at these iconic scenes the same way again. Let's dive into the wildest times actors actually got hurt on set and kept going. Pedro Pascal got 7 stitches after walking into plywood during the Mandalorian filming. Back when he was filming season 1 of The Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal got injured while shooting the season finale and had to get 7 stitches to his nose and face. While you may think this would have happened during a stunt gone wrong, it was actually off-set that the incident occurred. Pascal was walking out of the hair and makeup trailer and was distracted by looking at his script when he walked into a piece of plywood. After going to the hospital to get his stitches, he returned to set to film the scene where Mando takes off his helmet in front of IG-11 to help heal him. So, the next time you rewatch that scene, see if you can tell where the fake blood ends and where his real stitches begin. Walton Goggins was bitten by a snake while filming The White Lotus. During the filming of The White Lotus Season 3 in Thailand, Walton Goggins was bitten by a snake on set. Goggins, who has a profound fear of snakes, was involved in a scene where his character, Rick, interacts with caged snakes. Despite receiving safety instructions, his apprehension led to a momentary lapse, resulting in a green snake biting him as he attempted to remove it from its enclosure. Initially, the on-set medical team treated the bite with Neosporin, and filming continued. However, the following day, producers advised Goggins to visit a hospital as a precaution. Jon Bernthal shot some scenes of The Punisher with a broken hand. Anybody who has seen The Punisher knows that Frank Castle can inflict some serious pain on his enemies. The series has some brutal fight sequences, some of which Jon Bernthal attempted without a stunt double. While filming Season 2, he actually broke his hand and was knocked unconscious while filming. He broke his hand on the first day of shooting, but instead of taking time off, he continued to film fight sequences. This resulted in emergency surgery and is likely why Frank has a cast on for a good portion of Season 2. Not only is this a wild detail about the show, but it just goes to show how dedicated Bernthal was to the character of Frank Castle. Brandon Sklenar suffered a scary injury while filming 1923. Brandon Sklenar prefers to do most of his own stunts, and that commitment led to a painful onset injury while filming 1923. He shared that he accidentally split his head open with a helmet during a fight scene. While filming from a new angle, he had to hold the helmet closer to his face and was told to go all out for the shot. He ended up hitting himself just under the eye. The wound had to be closed with superglue, and the scars visible throughout the season. In fact, the production had to digitally add the scar into earlier scenes for continuity. Sydney Sweeney broke her toe while filming Euphoria. Euphoria is known for its beautiful imagery, large amounts of drama, and intense fight scenes between characters. During an appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, Sydney Sweeney revealed that she broke her toe while filming Season 2 of the HBO series. She said, "My toe got stepped on during filming and it just exploded, so I ended up in the ER." She went on to explain that a female character who was upset with her character, Cassie, accidentally stepped on her during a scene. Eventually, Corden got Sweeney to admit that Alexa Demi was the one who broke her toe by accident. Jeremy Renner broke both of his arms filming Tag. In the 2018 movie Tag, Jeremy Renner played a character named Jerry Pierce. Although the film has a simple premise about a group of men playing a month-long game of tag, CGI became important after Renner broke both of his arms just 3 days into filming. Since there were still 40 days of filming left, Renner wore green screen casts that were later edited out in post-production. Despite the impressive editing work, there were some challenges. Renner often wore long sleeves to hide his casts, but in one scene, his cast is visible. Additionally, the CGI used to recreate his arms sometimes looked a bit unrealistic. Harrison Ford broke his leg during a set accident with the Millennium Falcon door. During the filming of Star Wars The Force Awakens in June 2014, Harrison Ford suffered a severe injury on the set. At Pinewood Studios in the UK, a door on the Millennium Falcon set closed on him, badly injuring his ankle and breaking his leg. This injury required director J.J. Abrams to adjust the filming schedule. Ford had to undergo surgery, but was able to make a full recovery and return to work. The following year, Ford continued working on the Star Wars series. Isla Fisher almost drowned when filming Now You See Me. Isla Fisher suffered a freak accident on the set of the 2013 movie Now You See Me, where she portrayed a magician and escaped artist named Henley Reeves. She was performing a stunt underwater when she became trapped for over 3 minutes. On an episode of Chelsea Lately, Fisher said, "My chain got stuck. I had to really swim to the bottom. I couldn't get up. Everyone thought I was acting fabulously. I was actually drowning. No one realized I was actually struggling." She ended up escaping thanks to a quick-release switch and the help of a nearby stuntman. Paul Giamatti broke his hand during John Adams. In an interview with GQ, Paul Giamatti spoke at length about his most iconic roles and shared behind-the-scenes stories, such as breaking his hand in John Adams and not realizing that his character Kenny Rushton in Private Parts was based on a real person. He said, "I broke my hand during John Adams. I punched the table so hard. For a lot of that, I had my hand behind my back. For a lot of that. It's easy to break your hand." Jason Momoa sustained multiple serious injuries while filming Aquaman. Jason Momoa wasn't just seriously hurt in a bar fight, he's also sustained some pretty bad injuries on his movie sets. He got pretty beaten up filming Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom specifically, revealing on the Ellen DeGeneres show that, "I messed up my eyes. I just got something in it that kinda cut it up, and then I've gotta get surgery." He clarified that despite his scratched cornea, he's still able to see. Yet that wasn't the only thing that happened to Momoa. He said, "I have a hernia, I've got ribs out. I'm just getting beat up." The Aquaman sequel wasn't the first film that left Momoa with damage either. He posted on Instagram about how his past injuries include a broken femur, as well as ankle, knee, and shoulder issues. Daniel Craig needed plastic surgery after cutting his face on the set of Quantum of Solace. While playing the role of 007, Daniel Craig has had more than his fair share of on-set injuries. For instance, he sprained his ankle on the set of Skyfall, lost several teeth on Casino Royale, and is said to have fallen badly while filming No Time to Die. Worse yet, while making Quantum of Solace, he cut off the top of one of his fingers, tore his shoulder, and had to undergo minor plastic surgery after a cut to his face. Viggo Mortensen got injured multiple times playing Aragorn. Throughout the expansive, epic filming process of the Lord of the Rings movies, the cast, including Viggo Mortensen, suffered from lots of on-set injuries. Mortensen's real-life injury even made the final cut of the film. During the filming of The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, he broke 2 of his toes kicking a helmet after seeing a charred belt in a pile of burned orc bodies. He fell to his knees in extreme pain, and that take stayed in the film. His scream was for real. During filming for The Fellowship of the Ring, co-stars Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan, who play Hobbits Merry and Pippin, respectively, took Mortensen surfing, resulting in a black eye and forcing him to be shot in profile for weeks. He also chipped a tooth during The Two Towers, asking if he could simply glue his tooth back on until Peter Jackson made his star go to the hospital.